What is going on, guys? Sam with the Views here, back with another Pixar review for the Pixar Love series, and today I'm going to review one of my absolute favorite Pixar, that is Toy Story 3, which is directed by Lee Unkrich, I believe that's his name, who is known for doing a lot of big other Pixar projects, and I believe this was his original debut. This is based like years after the events of Toy Story 2, which and this one was at least 11 years after that movie, in which focused on Andy being 17, and all the toys end up checking into this center where and then got Wonder Boy, like, will they ever get played again? We're trying to live without Andy and all that. I'm just get out of the way. Toy Story 3 is absolutely fantastic. Like, this honestly has always been my favorite film in the Toy Story franchise. This has always been the Toy Story film that I remember the most, that I've watched the most, and I love the most. And well, so now, again, I love all the other Toy Story movies. Again, pretty much all the other Toy Story movies are pretty much perfect movies in my opinion. But Toy Story 2 for me is easily still my favorite franchise. I mean, it's not hard to see why. Like, it continues to retain everything that made the first two Toy Story films as classic. Of course, and I don't need to talk about the animation because the animation is always amazing. Pixar movies, even some of the worst movies, which I will definitely get into down the road. But yeah, and of course, again, more amazing voice acting that has filled out are from the previous movies, but even from the people that are new from the cast, like the actor that played Lot, like Nick Fury voices Lotso, and the people that voice Ken with Michael Keaton and Joey Benson and Barbie. They all agree. Like, the voice acting all in general is fantastic. Like, I mean, the voice acting has always been great a lot of Pixar movies, and this is no exception. And story is still incredibly engaging. Sure, in some ways, you can see it is kind of retreading familiar ground from the previous movies. But honestly, I don't mind when people kind of do that, as long as they do something different or unique with it. And this one definitely does that. And it hits something even more emotional than the previous movie. And even got a villain that's also very menacing. Again, his motivations are kind of like similar to his motivations are kind of similar to Jesse in a way, which someone who's kind of just left behind, but at least you understand where the villain's coming from. And I think at least taking out Gabby, Lotso has kind of been always been my favorite villain, not the Toy Story franchise, probably one of my favorite Pixar characters in general. So, and of course you also get great humor as well, and also great interaction with the characters, but of course you get a lot of the most emotional elements that make Pixar such an incredible studio. Like this, along with Color and Brazil, pretty much my examples of what makes Pixar such an incredible studio is now making films that don't have a lot of stuff like kids can love, but all stuff that adults can love. I know I said a lot of these reviews, but that's what the interesting about Pixar is how they would make films that balances in both ways. And some funny characters definitely get a little bit of shine, especially Miss Potato Head, especially one scene where he has kind of like a hot, like, you will not believe what I've been through tonight. Like, oh my god. And lots of his ends, like everyone drilling and all that, and the movie is definitely still laugh out loud. Of course, before Toy Story 4 was probably and of course, it was the funniest film in the franchise before Toy Story 4 came along. It's fun that the videos can make you smile and make you feel great, but can also break your heart and make you feel emotional at the same time. Especially with that freaking incinerate scene, like, even though the kids are like, man, it's my thing, you don't can't do that, doesn't make the scene any less scary and any less tense. Like, hey, that scene's definitely one of the best sequences, not only the Toy Story franchise has done, but Pixar in general. And of course, you can tell with the ending, but even after Teen Toy Story 4, it still hits home. It still really, really hard. The ending is definitely still as hard and as emotional as it once was. It was originally game of almost why people didn't want Toy Story 4 in the first place, because they didn't want to ruin the ending to that movie. But for me, it does not ruin that ending in any way. The ending still hits, especially the scene where you say, so long, partner. And even the music is still as great as ever, and the messages does a lot of childhood and growing up. It's something I think all of us can relate to in some way. And that's always going to be a Pixar, they always be a message that anyone on Earth can relate to and can actually connect to. That's always one thing that always made Pixar so great, and they continue to hear. It's probably one of the best they have done in terms of messages, in terms of replayability. Honestly, I don't know what else has already been said about Toy Story 3. It's another masterpiece in Pixar's catalog. It's my favorite Toy Story movie. It's one of my true favorites of Pixar's filmography. And like with the previous movies, it easily gets a 110 off an A++. Like, this film is just truly masterful. You guys, I hope you enjoy my thoughts on Toy Story 3. Also, I love the conversation down below. What are your thoughts on this movie? Have you seen it? Let me know down below. And you can check out my other Pixar reviews that I've done pretty much all the other movies. And I really hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing a lot of reviews on all these Pixar movies. And next week, I'll be doing cards too. And the next movies are pretty much some of the weaker ones, so yeah. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all listed down below. I'm Tim Warren, welcome to Tim Warren Reviews. I'll see you next time. As always, stay cool, brother. Peace.